What's going on, Pen World? Got a lot of free time on my hands, and today, not really any ink on my fingers. But I'm still going to use that free time to talk about, well, not ink, but pens, because you need pens to use ink. And specifically today, these pens. Today's pen is a bit of a mystery to me. This is, well, these are the Riimoo 526. Now, I couldn't find a lot of information about the brand despite doing quite a lot of digging. What I did find is that they exist, they are from China, and you can only readily find them for sale on Aliexpress. And they cost anywhere between $25 and $30 US. So I bought these pens on impulse just based on how they looked in pictures, but I'm going to tell you about them so that you can make a more informed decision about them. Let's start with the size. Here's a banana for scale. They are not super long. Capped, they are maybe half an inch shorter than a Lamy Safari. Uncapped is about the same. They are, at least from tip to tip, not significantly shorter, but pretty noticeably shorter than a Lamy Safari. Most of that length difference, though, is just in the grip section, because from end to grip section is the same length, almost exactly. It's just in the grip section where it gets shorter. Now, I don't post my pens because my parents hugged me when I was a kid, but posted, again, it retains a similar relative length to the Lamy Safari, maybe slightly less of a difference from base to grip section. The most noticeable thing about the size, though, is that it is significantly thinner than a Lamy Safari. The Riimoo 526 is a small pen. It is not a pocket pen, but it's definitely small. For specific specifications, it is 133 millimeters when capped, which is a bit over 5 inches in freedom units. The posting is secure if you're nasty and into that kind of thing, but I don't post. However, most of the weight of this pen is from the cap. This cap has a brass lining and a brass clip, which gives it some heft. It is not too back heavy when posted, but you'll notice that there is more weight in the back if you do post it. None of that weight applies if you don't post it, though, and when the cap isn't there, it's a fairly light pen. It has plastic parts with some aluminum parts mixed in, which are both light materials, so it's light. So at a bit over 5 inches, it is by no means a pocket pen. However, it is really thin, and while length really isn't important, girth definitely is. My wife always tells. So the Riimoo 526 is a thin pen. I would say akin to a nicer gel pen or something like the Lamy CP1, but it's more comfortable to hold than those. That circumference is specific because it is just enough of a circumference to fit a cartridge converter inside. I have tiny baby hands, so I tend to gravitate towards smaller pens. So this guy is super comfortable for me. I didn't actually realize that it was going to be such a small pen when I ordered it because I bought it just based on pictures, and it's hard to tell size through pictures. But it was super easy to get a sense of the design, and that is why I bought it, because I love how this pen looks. It is not the most original design. It's not the most unique looking pen that I've ever seen. It clearly borrows a lot from like the Durograph or the Pelikan Souverain series, but it is distinctly not a clone of any of those, which I think is great. It comes in a bazillion different options based on 2 bases: black cap with black end and white cap with white end. The white cap version has white plastic ends. Primary difference between them has a million different plastic body colors, and it's white with chrome colored trim, a textured chrome, it's probably not actually chrome, metal grip section. It has some texture to it. It is not the most texture. If you got super sweaty hands, it might become slick, but the texture does provide just enough grip when you don't have wet hands that I don't have issues holding it. I would have liked if this had a white end and a white grip section with the chrome accents, because I think it looks better. That is how they did it with the black options. It is black grip, black end, black cap, chrome accents, and then various plastic colors for the body. The grip section is metal on both options. It's just a painted metal, on the black base. And I think that that would look better on the white version if it had a white grip. I don't think it looks bad with the chrome grip here. I just think that they could have unified the designs between the two even more. So there are two bases, white and black. The main difference besides that grip is the bazillion different body colors that you can get. They have lots of different textures, lots of different colors, and lots of different patterns. And I think that the patterns that they have are gorgeous. This stormy, swirly looking gray option is beautiful. It has swirls of different tints of gray and a dusting of pink and green glitter inside that kind of makes it look mesmerizing if you spin it the right way. And this minty bluish green body on the white one kind of reminds me of like a sci-fi crystal, which is what drew me to it. The cap band has 3 dots, then it says Riimoo, then it has their little logo, followed by 3 more dots, and then it says live in you, which to me sounds kind of like a threat, but I'm assuming that's just an interesting translation quirk. I think the cap band is actually nice. I don't like when brands are too gaudy with writing on their pens, and this is pretty understated. The end of the cap has this little chrome medallion on it with this logo of some kind of flower. I'm gonna say not a rose. And I think that this looks good too. And the clip here looks nice as well. I have no strong opinion about clips. I don't use them. They are nice as roll stops, but I don't like when they're over designed. And this one is understated. It definitely evokes pelican with the lines running along the sides of the clip. But there's no pelican beak, and it's not pelican beak shaped. It's just a subtle nod to one of the inspirations for their design. And this is a snap cap. You can't beat the convenience of a good snap cap. Quick pens are convenient, but they have dry out issues that snap caps aren't as prone to. Under this cap is a nice cap liner that I have found to be very functional. I've had both of these inked up for over 2 months now. Well, I've had to refill this one twice, but that one has been inked up and not used as much, and neither of them have ever dried out on me or had any hard starts when writing. So that's a good functional liner. But the more important thing that's underneath the cap is this grip section and this nib. We'll start with the grip section. For me, it's great. I have tiny hands, but if you've got giant monster hands, this might be a problem for you. It is fairly thin. I don't find it uncomfortable at all, and I can't foresee someone with normal sized hands having much of an issue either, but just keep in mind, it is a thin section. And attached to this section is this. This is a number 5-ish size nib and a plastic feed of unknown manufacturing origin. The listing for these pens only had a single size option, but I got 2 pens and I got 2 different nib sizes. The black pen's nib has the Riimoo logo stamped in it, some writing that is in a language that I can't read, and then it has SF in it, which stands for San Francisco, because that's where this pen lives. Not really. It's a soft fine. And they aren't lying. This is actually a soft fine nib. It is made of steel, but it is very bouncy. Don't go crazy and try to flex it unless you're a maniac. It's not made to flex, but it is definitely a soft nib. And the white pen is not from San Francisco. It has the Riimoo logo, some writing I can't read, and SEF written on it, which stands for San Extra Francisco, or probably more likely soft extra fine. Normally I don't like fines, and I definitely don't like extra fines. I like juicy, wet broads like your mom, but these nibs write so smoothly and so consistently. I love writing with both of them. And it's not just a great nib either. It is the whole package that is great. It is a great size, at least for me. And I'm not sure why every reviewer states how good a product feels in the hand. Where else are you gonna put it? I don't know. I just find it weird. It is very comfortable to hold wherever you normally hold your pens. Where you do that is up to you. So the Riimoo 526 is a cartridge filler, and this sucker comes with a cartridge included. Not just any cartridge though. It is a branded cartridge, a high quality branded cartridge with this end unscrewable so you can pull out the piston and easily clean it. that is included Lamy, Kaweco, Caran d'Ache, get it together. And all of this is for a pen that sells for between 25 and 30 US dollars. When brands like Caran d'Ache sell just their branded converters for 15 US dollars, it really makes you wonder about the state of the fountain pen industry. Are these exceptional quality, low budget fountain pens hurting, or are they helping the industry? I'm not a capitalistician, so I can't tell you what the deal is there, but I can tell you that this is an exceptional deal. Now, normally in my reviews, I don't do writing samples, but I do my pen reviews a little bit differently. So I'm going to do a writing sample with this guy and this guy, so you can watch me make a mess. So that is the Riimoo 526. I think that this might be the best kept secret from a Chinese pen manufacturer. I know that people like their Hongdians and their Jinhaos and their Mahjongs and their... I like Kaiglu's pens a lot because they make super broad wet nibs. But this pen, for the quality and the design and how the nib feels, this pen is definitely a hidden gem, whatever you want to call it. The only thing holding it back for me is that they only offer a fine and an extra fine nib. And then I guess that it is a manufacturer that has very little information about it online. So that's a little bit concerning. And because there's very little information and it's a brand from China, I don't know what their quality control is like. These two pens that I have are fantastic. If this is an indication of Riimoo's quality control, then this is hands down the best pen in the price range. For between $25 and $30, you can't get better than this. As long as you keep in mind that it's just an extra fine or a fine, and if you have giant hands, it might be a little bit small for you. This pen is awesome. I think it is absolutely worth buying. But you will have to buy it on Aliexpress, at least in the US. But still, I love this. I think you'll love it if you try it. So, with all that said, that's the Riimoo 526. So if you liked the video, like, comment, subscribe, smash that bell icon, do all that YouTube junk. And this is only my 4th pen review, and I'm still figuring out how I want to do them. So if you have suggestions, leave a comment down below. If you have experience with the Riimoo 526, leave your experience down below as well. A little bit above that comment section will be links to where to buy it, and links to my Instagram. You can check out my Instagram if you like my writing and my drawings, but you don't like my voice or my opinions, because I post my doodles and some writing there. So that's all. That is the Riimoo 526. I hope that you have the best day. Goodbye. Focus on it, please. The cops are coming though. I don't know, it's like, oh, this pen is small and it's made of a mix of plastics and metal and that gives it a great mouthfeel.